Building can be a super overwhelming process. You hear like that little phrase, what is it, like it can make or break a marriage. There's a whole lot of decisions in it, so we are super aware of that. We just recently built ourselves as well, and so we try to make it like as cohesive and simplified as possible.
Yeah, and we've got some things kind of built in to make your selection process easier. Rather than choosing from 300 items, we like you to choose from maybe 30. So you still have a good selection, but with our kind of our standards and the way we do our process, it makes it not quite as overwhelming.
Me being in this position somewhat recently, you get hung up on just the silliest little things, and just keep the big picture in mind. You know, the house is not going to be empty when you move in. Your kids are going to be running around like crazy. Just keep the big picture of how it's going to look in mind.
Yeah, and it's a long process too. So, you know, from the time you start working with us until the time that your house is done can potentially be 6 months, 7 months, depending on how long it takes you to plan and prepare your house. And there's a lot of decisions that go into that, and there's a lot of time there. And just as long as you kind of have to trust the process and know it's a long process, but the end is going to be very rewarding. I think what really sets us apart is we give a real personalized experience from the very beginning of the process, kind of going through. You're meeting one-on-one with either one of us, and I think that really just helps you along the way know that you're working with good quality people. They're holding your hand along the way through the entire process, and we know what we're doing. Would you agree?
Yeah, and we literally just like eat, breathe, and sleep like everything houses. We've been doing this for a long time, like in that housing realm with real estate, and he's got like a ton of background in construction as well. So, I mean, it's literally like a package deal with us. Like, this is what we do all the time. Date nights consist of talking about houses, putting the kids to bed, sitting on the couch.
Really interesting sometimes. So.
I mean, it's literally our life, you know, and we love it.
And I have a background in construction, so I spent 10 years in the construction industry before I kind of went into the real estate field. Learned a lot about the building aspects of the construction, how to talk and deal with subcontractors. And then getting into the real estate field, really learned the other aspect of building and new construction houses. And I think we bring a good team because we kind of have different roles. And you know, my role is kind of the big picture of putting the plan together, helping you with that, making sure the room sizes are the right size, making sure your kids' bedrooms aren't going to be too small, and that you have enough room for that nice walk-in shower you want. Tiffany's role is more of the design aspect and making sure your house looks pretty.
He's gonna know like behind the walls what all's going on and all that kind of stuff, the water heater, those type of questions. I really like, you know, color schemes and picking out the exterior of the home, the interior of the home, pairing things together. I just find that so fun. I love to do that kind of stuff. So we have very like definitive roles for what we're doing. So I think it complements really well, you know, that he knows his end, I got my end,
and neither of us are good at the other side either. I cannot design a house to save my life as far as interior finishes, and she doesn't know how to build a house. So it's a good compliment for both of us.
Yeah, I think so.